Bilyones Banasame, third year BS Criminology from ECO. So in this video, I'm gonna discuss the following topics including in Module 6 or Chapter 6, which is the form of executive clemency. So first, what is executive clemency? It is a collective term for pardon, conditional pardon, and commutation of sentence. This is not a right, but only a privilege, which means that there is a need to make a request to the granting authority. So the following are rules and regulation for an executive clemency. So section 5, filing of petition. A formal petition for executive clemency addressed as follows shall be submitted to the board before the question of said clemency will be considered. The President of the Philippines and also the Chairman, Board of Parole and Provision. So section 6, contents of petition. So here are the contents of petition. So the name of the prisoner, his age, previous criminal record, a Filipino citizen or an alien, and if a naturalized Filipino, former nationality and date of naturalization, previous occupation, place of residence, present crime for which he was convicted, the trial court, his penalty of imprisonment, fine, indemnity, and the commencing date, the jail or prison to which he was committed, or where he is presently confined, the date he was received for confinement, the grounds upon which executive clemency is being asked, and lastly, the certification from the trial court that his case is not on appeal. Next, we have the section 7, supporting documents of petition for absolute pardon. Section 8, referral of petition for absolute pardon to a provision in parole officer. So in this section, receipt of a petition for absolute pardon, the board shall refer the petition to a provision and parole officer who shall conduct an investigation on the conducting activities as well as the social and economic conditions of the petitioner prior to his conviction and since his release from prison, and submit a report within 15 days from receipt of the referral. So next we have the section 9, referral of petition for executive clemency, parole to other government agencies. So in section 9, a petition for executive clemency shall be referred by the board to the Secretary of National Defense for comment and recommendation if the crime committed by the petitioner is against national security or public order or laws of nation. So, minimum condition of executive clemency. So, section 10, review of cases of executive clemency. So, under of that section, it was a commutation of sentence. Second, we have the conditional pardon. So, what is conditional pardon? The prisoner shall have served at least one half of the minimum of his original indeterminate and or definite sentence. However, in the case of a prisoner who is convicted of a heinous crime as defined in Republic Act No. 7659 and other special laws, he shall have served at least one half of the minimum of his original indeterminate sentence before his case may be reviewed for conditional pardon. So we have the absolute pardon. So the maximum sentence or granted final release and discharge or court termination of probation. However, the board may consider a petition for absolute pardon even before the grant of final release and discharge under the provision of Section 6 of Act No. 4103 as amended. So the petitioner, first, it's seeking an appointed or elective public position for reinstatement in the government service. Second, needs medical treatment abroad which is not available locally. And third, will take any government examination or for is immigrating. So pardon has two types, which is the absolute pardon as the total extension of the criminal liability. So it restores to the individual his civil and political rights and remits or cancel the penalty imposed for the particular offense of which he was convicted. Second, a conditional pardon refers to the conditional exemption of a guilty offender for the punishment imposed by the court. Means that there would be certain limits imposed and the criminal liability is only partially extinguished according to Article 94 of the Revised Penal Code. So what is amnesty? So amnesty is an act of the sovereign power granting oblivion or general pardon for the past offense, usually granted in favor of certain classes of persons who have committed crimes to a political character, such as treason, condition, or rebellion. So commutation of sentence. It is an executive clemency changing a heavier sentence to a less serious one or a longer prison term to a shorter one. So reprieve. Their word simply means to make back or withdrawing of sentence for an interval time, the temporary stay of the execution of sentence exercised by the President. So pre-trial release and division. So it have two types of objectives. So first we have the direct objectives to reduce jail overcrowding, to ensure a speedy release of eligible defendants from the custody, to reduce injustices in the release system, to minimize number of failures to appear in court, and to ensure a fair and equitable manner for all eligible persons to be released from jail. So, lastly, we have the indirect objectives. So, to inspire confidence in the legal system, to reduce the loss of spending power in the community, and to accompanying loss of potential tax revenue to the county, to reduce the number of family disruption costs when a parent is incarcerated, and to allow the defendant with roots in the community to obtain release pending their trial.